And we are live, and let us have the light. Yes.
Let's have some light.
Let's have some light when we are live. So, guys, ready for Karnataka versus Karnataka today?
What?
Karnataka versus Karnataka.
Lucknow is in Karnataka?
No, he is saying because there's Krishnappa Gautam, there's KL
Rahul. KL Rahul is leading against
He
RCB.
uses for every team. Punjab is also Karnataka.
Yes.
Lucknow is also Karnataka.
Yeah.
Then
See,
Karnataka, Bangalore is also Karnataka.
With no Karnataka
With no
players.
Karnatakas. Kumble, Mayank Agrawal, where are they from? They are in Punjab, but from
Should
Karnataka.
I call
Doda Ganesh.
CSK UP Bihar team?
Yes,
Huh?
you can. You can.
Dhoni
Also-
and Raina and whatever.
Dhoni, Raina, then who else? You can also call it from the Andhra also. The Ambati.
That's so.
There is only Jagdishan in that team from.
Who at this point seems a bit token, if we're being fair.
I know.
He is indeed token. He hasn't played a
He
game.
hasn't played a single game. R. Sai Kishore was there for 2 years, didn't play a
Didn't play a
game.
game.
Now even Gujarat Titans, he's not getting a game.
So many flip-flops cases in Delhi, Pune game, not game, this one. Finally, game is in Brabant.
Yes.
Done. Finally or there
Finally,
still be more
finally,
updates?
finally.
No more updates.
Nothing
Yeah,
for
just
now,
that
right?
the players will undergo another round
Another
of
round of
testing
testing.
tomorrow.
So
Yes.
then there could be more updates.
There could be more
Yeah,
updates,
okay,
but because they tested negative, if there's a positive case, then they'll look at other options.
Yeah.
Probably have another round of testing. I don't know how that will work.
See,
Then
BCCI.
more updates, more lives.
More lives.
He'll
BCCI.
be standing somewhere on the road and doing a live.
From your bedroom as if you just woken up.
It wasn't
I've
woken
given
up.
him, when you guys are not here, I've given him a 10-minute tutorial on how to do it even from your house. But
I know.
better groom with a better wall, more light on your face.
You know, the nuances of doing a live from home are the worst.
Of course it is.
You don't get the room available. There
Yes.
is. I have
It
guests
is.
at home.
It is.
I am
last,
with you on that.
Yeah.
last time I did it with Shane, I was holding my phone like this, and you could see the fan on top of my face.
But that's the challenge.
That's the challenge. Yeah.
To find a quiet corner in your house is a challenge, I agree. But that's a challenge.
That's a challenge.
Accept it and
Yep.
yet give an output that looks like really professional, nice, which will look good.
But the way Nikhil said it, like he's just woken up.
Woke up. Oh,
Because there was a comment in there.
There's a comment.
Somebody commented like, please ask him to not do it after he has just woken up.
Well,
No, but that is-
I had actually woken up at 9. I don't know why that comment came, but
Doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
I don't look at comments anyway.
Yeah.
No, anyway, the dedication post.
Dedication 110 marks out of
I am saying did on the road. So road also where people
Road look
asking,
very nice.
where people asking, you
Is
are
this
in
Noida or
Delhi?
Delhi?
No,
That's the main
no.
question.
I can answer that question without asking him.
Yeah.
That those lush green trees and roads can only be in Noida.
Yes. Of course. I was on the way, but then I
But
thought
that was very nice.
before coming here, I thought, oh, maybe see live 15 minutes. It becomes stale.
Yeah, that's why we both.
Everyone is appreciating you.
He
Yeah.
thought I was driving. That's why he did not ask me because he's doing it standing on the road.
The rickshaw wala was cooperative. Told I don't wait 5 minutes. News. I put it on the side of the road, but yeah, it was a precarious position because
Did he charge you extra?
no. Despite
Very
the
shocking.
strike, he did not.
Very shocking.
So yeah, hats
Today
off to
also
them.
strike?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's yesterday and today.
So tomorrow
I
it
just got
ends.
my wife a Uber just now.
Yeah, but it would have
You
taken a
lucked out
lot of
because I didn't get
time.
one. It took me an
It would have
eternity.
taken a lot of time.
No, probably these strikes evening and all.
And then what happened? He came. I don't know why I'm telling this story, but he came.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, the whatever. I'll cancel it. You pay me the entire thing."
Yeah,
because
that's a
I said,
common
"Okay."
price.
Yeah,
I said,
that's
"Do it."
happening, yep.
But you know what happened? I did it, and then automatically I signed another one. The other guy also reached. So you're saying there's no.
It happened with my father-in-law.
So you're saying no caps, all caps.
Yeah.
I think they're all in Noida only because in Delhi there's
No,
no
from Delhi I had to come from Green Park to Noida. I got, I have to pay an additional 70 because the cancellation charges. Okay. So luckily the rickshawala cooperated, got a nice place. Otherwise on the
Very
highway
good.
it would have been.
See, that's what you do for your family members.
Yes.
You did the live from the road so that they are abreast with all the latest happening immediately.
Yeah.
No delay in 5 minutes. Well,
I know.
Like we got Shane to do last night.
Yep. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Yes.
quickly.
Yeah.
Indeed.
As soon as the news broke, did the video on Ronaldo as well.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's what we like to do.
Yeah, and that's why you have such love of 70.
It's always 50-50 with me.
79,000,
I know.
closing in on 80,000.
80,000 soon, yep.
It's only because of that.
Yes. We shall.
I'm still hungover from the game last evening. I don't know about you guys.
No, I'm
What
over
a
it.
match.
I'm over it.
Last 2 days. In fact, not just last night. The day before that also.
Yes.
Gujarat Titans game was also amazing.
Also.
That we said was the best game.
Yes.
This IPL.
Still remains the best.
But yesterday also was.
It was close.
Today has
Very
the
close.
potential to actually beat both those days because both these teams, I'm finding it very hard to pick who would be a clear favorite. Normally, you always say that this team has this weakness.
Who are you
that
picking
weakness.
then? Tell me.
We'll get to know that closer to 7:30.
Yeah.
You have to see the team news and everything. So
Oh.
Indeed.
Then only he'll make his
But
fantasy
think-
team.
But
then
what are the changes?
There will
you're
not be many
expecting?
changes at
I'm
all.
not expecting changes. Yeah, you're right. But I still want to see. Sometimes teams bring surprises, man. You don't know.
Talking about changes, little birdie tells me that Mumbai Indians are
Yeah.
desperate for some
Indian
bowlers.
bowler maybe.
So they are looking.
There is another DK in that mix.
Yes,
Yes.
they are looking at DK, who
DK.
was with them earlier as well.
Yeah.
Who was with Rajasthan
Rajasthan
Royals
Royals
as well.
And also
Yeah.
with Gujarat Lions.
And Gujarat Lions.
Yep.
They're looking at that DK, the fast bowler from
Yes.
Mumbai, to please come and rescue Mumbai Indians.
No,
At this
game's
stage.
too
I
late.
But
think-
can I be honest?
Yeah.
Would it make any change between Basil Thampi and Unatkat and
DK?
DK?
No,
No, probably
absolutely
not.
not.
Probably not. Like
Yeah.
Dhawal was a good bowler, but again, he was a good bowler among a sea of great bowlers.
There, he's told you who the bowler is.
I think they're just trying to catch straws now. Like,
Yeah,
oh
actually,
yeah,
they're clutching
this
at
did
straws
not
at this point.
this did not work, so maybe we can try this. This did not work.
It's a lot
so
of
maybe we
chopping
can
and
try
changing,
this.
signs of an unsettled team.
Yeah.
Indeed.
No, I can't believe now they are realizing that they are bowler short or whatever.
Took them a while.
And-
Took us.
And imagine,
Almost 5 games
too late.
imagine the
Yeah.
dearth of talent in the second or the third string that you are having to go back to Dhawal Kulkarni.
I know.
No, but your auction strategy was
Get Ishan Kishan.
so bad.
That's it.
Yep,
That's
that's
their
it.
option
Yeah.
strategy.
Yep.
So bad.
So Dhawal Kulkarni may make a comeback to Mumbai Indians. What's happening with Deepak Chahar?
CSK are apparently deciding that they don't want a replacement this season.
They're saying anyway, done and dusted.
Done and
They
dusted.
always said season finish, khalas.
Indeed. Khalas.
Finito.
Finito.
Benito.
क्या करना है लेकिन?
Ayach. That means it's over.
Ah.
They are just
No,
going.
what's the word?
Ayach. Matlab, it's
Ayach.
over. Ayach.
In Tamil, is it?
Yes.
Ayach.
So anyway, they can
It's
be
like
busy.
Achu.
Achu.
Or Gujarati,
Like a sneeze. Achu.
Gujarati it is
Ayach.
come.
Aichu.
Aujo.
Aujo.
Ah, and you are saying ach.
Ach.
Okay, new word that we learned.
Yes.
in Tamil.
Aichu.
And Ayach.
Ayach, not Chu.
Chu.
Oh,
Chu.
ayach.
Yeah. That's the Kannadiga way of admonishing people.
Two.
Yeah, you don't know this.
Yes.
If you say something,
Yeah, two. That's the common.
yeah, that's a Kannadiga reference.
Or in Kiran style. Thu.
Yeah. Kiran is a common
friend.
Common
yes.
friend.
A proper Kannadiga.
Two Kannadiga teams up against
Yes.
each other
Yes.
today also.
So, by the way, KL Rahul, with the kind of form that he is in, we all know that he performs brilliantly against Mumbai Indians, even against RCB, man.
Yeah.
Last knock 132,
I think he averages somewhere around 83 or something
83 against
Bangalore.
RCB.
Wow.
And
83.
apparently, in this period, when Kohli was at the same time, Rahul has actually outscored Kohli when it comes to runs and average. Same period at that time. Maybe at this age, Kohli, when he was at that age, he was lower than Rahul.
But, Saran, what is this disco lighting effect
Yeah,
that you
why
have
put
this disco?
Disco
But,
82.
KL Rahul, more than KL Rahul, I'm looking forward to Virat Kohli today, man.
Oh, yes.
He needs to step up, huh?
Yes.
Needs to step up. Especially, I was thinking, if I was Virat Kohli and I'm looking like KL Rahul and looking at Joss Butler owning the IPL, Dinesh Karthik in his
Yes.
team, and such a competitive guy that Virat is, who would always also used to being right
the
on
top dog. Yeah.
So now he must be like, come on, man, I need to score.
And the thing is, it's
Must
not
be.
like he's not out of touch or anything. He's gotten starts. He's
Yeah.
looked good when he's there. It's just that big score remains elusive.
I mean,
Yeah.
2 consecutive matches, bad luck. I mean, that
Also,
inside
yeah.
edge,
2
and that
run-outs.
brilliant run out.
Hasn't he gotten
Yeah,
run
2
out
run outs.
twice?
Yes.
2 runouts.
So 2 runouts, then that
Horrible Tim David,
unlucky
sorry,
dismissal
the all
where the bat and pad were very close to
yeah.
one another, and I thought it was not out. Umpire thought no, it's out.
The only bad one was where he flicked it and got caught square leg.
Mukesh Chaudhary bowling.
Yeah.
CSK game.
And
That was a bad
if
shot.
you guys know, Dhoni had moved the fielder there.
Yeah.
And the next ball,
Correct.
Kohli is not having a great time.
I know, Dhoni.
One of our
gets-
commenters, Dean Simons, also pointing out that there's also Manish Pandey.
Yeah, Manish Pandey is a Karnataka. Three Karnataka players.
Yes.
He's not a Kannadiga, by the way.
But so he's
Bad.
not
No, but I'm saying like you have to say Karnataka player, na?
Karnataka player, yeah?
He's
Yeah.
played all his domestic cricket there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, Tamil Nadu, there was one player in the 90s, Ashish Kapoor.
Yes.
He was from
Delhi.
Yeah, but he played all his cricket for Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
So,
He's from Delhi. Now he is with the Gujarat Titans.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
yes.
You
He was
talked
earlier
about
with
him,
Delhi.
yeah.
He was earlier with Delhi.
With
Off spinner.
the ponytail,
Yes. The off spinner.
stylish guy.
Of course, I remember.
How old are you both, man?
We are 90s, man.
So
90s, I was
Virat
born.
Kohli,
I
I'm looking
went.
forward to.
Yep.
Dinesh Karthik, man, again, I wish him all the best, but I really want to see the first inning where he doesn't fire. It's like not been one inning. Like, can
actually.
someone be so consistent, batting there in that position, firing?
Every single game. I mean,
Yeah,
Yep.
I want to see
Every
that.
single game, an average of 197.
209 strike rate.
out once so far.
197 average.
That too to a full
right now.
toss, can you believe it?
Yeah.
That too, if it had to be 1 inch further.
Also,
he
yeah,
was out.
Vinay Adela took a good catch under pressure.
And you saw the relief. Oh God, finally. That is the impact DK is having on people.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, is there any Bangladeshi bowler in the LSG team today?
Not to my knowledge.
No, then half of the problem is sorted. Because if there is a Bangladeshi bowler, then that's it.
That means
DK
we should
loves
watch.
it.
Yeah.
DK loves them.
We should watch out whenever they get to play Delhi Capitals. Then
No, they didn't have Mustafizur.
They-
he
He's
took
got
his
smashed.
fingers, yeah.
That's it. That's the only game they're playing this
He's
season.
not playing a second one this time.
No,
right?
28 runs he smashed.
I
off
remember. Yes,
Mustafizur.
I
Yeah.
remember.
So luckily there's no Shakib.
Since we touched upon Mumbai Indians, Mohit Golecha has a question. He's saying the sort of bowling Mumbai Indian has, do you think even Jofra coming back would change the things around and help Mumbai winning games next season? I think so.
Yeah.
I think one Jofra made a huge difference when he was with Rajasthan Royals. Just one bowler, he was the most impactful bowler. And him combining with Jasprit Bumrah, what that also does is, right now people not taking risks against Jasprit Bumrah, trying to finish it off is over. Now when you have two such bowlers, you'll have to take some risk. That means lose a bit more wickets.
It's
You have two
similar
of them
to
together.
what is there even at Rajasthan. I mean, we keep admonishing their bowling lineup, but you have Bolt firing, you have Yuzi firing, and suddenly that entire thing looks very familiar.
Yeah, but that's still a fast bowler and a spinner. But imagine two fast bowlers with
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
ball. What do? You have to make full use of the
You
power play.
have to
Both
try
are
and
bowling.
attack one of
You
them,
can't do
so-
anything.
There are
Both
some
bowling in the power play.
loopholes in the bowling department in all the teams. Can we just say which is the most complete bowling unit of IPL 2020? Would be pretty difficult. The closest I think it comes to is Gujarat Titans.
maybe Lucknow.
Sunrisers also.
Sunrisers.
Yeah.
Even Gujarat Titans.
I think all of them have got 4 decent bowlers.
Yeah.
The fifth bowler is still like
A problem for
anyway,
every
no,
team.
but the thing with Lucknow is they've got a lot of options.
Options,
actually.
yeah.
They've got Krunal, they've got Stoinis,
Deepak Huda.
Deepak Huda.
So 3 options that we can count as the number 5th bowler. So they have options, and that is why Lucknow are
Where they are. Yeah,
for
yeah.
me.
Maybe their
one of the best side in
opening
the
bowlers
summer.
a bit of a problem. Dushman Chamira not been that consistent.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, even if you look at RCB's bowling after Josh Hazelwood has come in, I think Siraj is for me the only weak link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hassan
But he's
also
improved.
he's been picking up wickets, but again,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
leg
He's
spinner-
not a UZ Chahal.
He's
Let's
not
be
a
honest.
UZ Chahal, but
Let's be honest.
He's not. He's
yet
definitely.
is somehow more expensive than Yuzi Chahal.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's got over 10 wickets this season.
No, he
Hassan.
has.
He has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Agreed. Sarat Chandra is here from Hyderabad.
Ah.
Wants to know, Nikhil sir, I think Kohli has always been a sheet anchor role player and RCB has to do the same, just revolve around his batting through the innings. That's true. I don't think anyone's really questioning Virat's strike rate at the moment. But what you're really looking forward to is a big knock by Virat.
Runs.
Exactly. He needs to play a big knock, and we know that he will bat at a certain strike rate, and everyone around him can revolve. But then that's what Virat gave you. He didn't give you great strike rate, but he gave you consistency. So you knew that you want to get big runs from him more often than not, and that's why. But now those big runs aren't coming and not coming consistently. That's the issue. Strike rate, I think he makes up for it towards the later half of the
Later
inning.
He does. He was almost always striking at like 140.
You should ask KL Rahul about strike rate. It's overrated, folks.
No, but he again also is now
but his
catching.
strike rate has been
No,
phenomenal.
but last game also where he scored 100, he started off okay.
And he
You
caught
thought QTK was the aggressor.
Okay, so Lucknow will opt to bowl.
They'll opt to bowl. They'll surely opt to bowl.
31 out of 31.
Out to field.
And there we go.
31 out of 31.
I think you should do that video.
I've got that stat. It was just a column adjustment made it one this thing.
so
that's
31 out of 30.
31 out of 30. That's correct.
So I think this is the first time in the IPL that first 31 tosses, team that
Yeah.
has won has decided to bowl first.
Couple of seasons back, out of 60 matches, teams that won the toss and fielded were 50 out of 60.
That is the closest.
That's
we
the
had.
closest we've had.
And this year there are more games.
There are more games, so we will.
74 in total.
We're totally expecting 74 and 74.
Yeah, when two new teams came about 11 years ago, it went over 50. The number of times teams won the toss and fielded.
Yeah.
So
And
all-
what's surprising, it's not that it's clearly in favor of
Yeah.
the team that is
No,
chasing.
it's just the thing. I don't think it's about even due anymore because we've not been getting much of that.
Yeah.
I think it's just a case of knowing scoreboard pressure. That's it. It's the only
If
thing.
scoreboard pressure, then the team should prefer batting first. But teams are now thinking that we know that we can chase this down. Yesterday KKR, the 218 run target rather.
Yeah.
It felt like they chase it down in the 18th,
They felt
19th
like-
over.
yeah,
But
exactly.
today the boundaries in DY Patil are even shorter.
Exactly.
One is
66
66
and 78
meters.
meters.
So a top edge can go for 6.
Exactly.
90-meter sixes. and all.
Yeah.
By the way, I was watching this funny thing you were talking about Jofra Archer earlier. How many times you have seen a ball hit the stump and go for a 6?
It happened with him.
It
It happened with Jofra Archer against
Bangladesh
Bangladesh in the
team.
2019 World Cup. If I'm not wrong, the ball hits the top of off stump. I think
And-
Soumya Sarkar was batting.
No, it was left-hander.
Yeah.
I think it was
Soumya Sarkar.
Soumya
was left-hander,
Sarkar. Yeah, Soumya
So
Sarkar.
Soumya Sarkar was batting, I guess, and
It's the top
it
of
hits
off.
the top of off and flies over the keeper and crosses the boundary rope also.
Yeah, both teams
And
unchanged.
somebody had tweeted also, okay, this is the first time I have seen a ball hit a stump and go for a 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were talking about Jeff Thompson and how his ball used to bounce and then without bouncing again hit the side screen behind
Side
the
screen,
keeper,
yes.
go over the keeper. But this is also Jofra could do no changes for both teams.
Both teams.
Both teams.
So
expected.
yep.
Won their last games, RCB also great form and Lucknow also good form.
So
Yeah.
Lucknow won the toss, no surprises. They will be bowling first and then no changes for either teams. And as we discussed earlier as well, you don't think any. Let's take a look at the team. What are the changes you could look at?
One. I have one. Lucknow Super Giants remove Chamira, bring in Tai. Would be the only change.
I think they try.
They tried
Ty-
Tai.
They tried Ty.
Ty.
but he was not bad.
They tried Tai, now they told him bye-bye. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they need to play more. He wasn't terrible. I don't know why he got dropped.
In fact, I was seeing the practice footage. He was giving a proper speech to the guys and all, telling them something.
Who?
Ty.
Why?
Really?
After KL Rahul, he was the one talking to them for some reason.
Wow.
I'm not sure. But I thought they'll go with the same lineup. And yes, Chamira gave away 48 runs. Wow.
Yeah.
12 economy.
And
They
has
picked
been
up a
bad in
wicket.
the field.
Saransh, will you be kind enough to go down a bit for us?
But he also gave away only 22 runs in the game before that from his 4 overs.
Yeah.
So you don't let go of somebody who's played well and then gone bad in one game. I think he's going to get another
Yeah,
opportunity.
they persisted with Siraj as well.
Yeah,
after
that
being
Siraj is
expensive.
actually a bigger question mark then. Because who
No, but he had a last game was good.
He picked 2
he
wickets
picked up 2 wickets.
Yeah.
and gave away around 29-30 runs only, I guess.
See, Harshal, Wanindu, Josh. These 3 are your gun bowlers in the RCB team. Siraj is
Although
the
Hazelwood isn't
only.
having the kind of season that you expect.
No, but last game he picked up 3
very
wickets.
good.
Last game he
He
bowled
just
last
played
game,
2.
yes.
He just played
He's
2
played 2
games.
matches in first game. He was very economical. He didn't get wickets, but
He was not very economical. He took 1 wicket, gave away 37 runs. if I'm
37.
not
But
wrong.
that final over, he gave away 19-20 runs.
Got smashed in that final over.
Shivam Dubey.
Yeah, like Chennai took a toll.
Yeah.
I'm saying that their 5th bowling option is always either Glenn Maxwell with Shahbaz Ahmed.
Yeah.
Both of them come
Today, I think a good punt is to have Glenn Maxwell against KL Rahul. I believe he's picked KL Rahul a few times. Even though people will say, right-hander, off-spinner, don't do it. But I just feel that,
Look at who my captain is.
who is your captain?
KL.
Harshal.
Harshal, I've taken a punt and I've made Glenn Maxwell vice captain also. One of my teams.
Yeah,
So
wow.
Glenn Maxwell to KL Rahul because KL Rahul is key for Lucknow. I would take that risk even though as I said he's a right-hander off spinner. We saw I think last game Maxwell bowled with the new ball.
Yeah.
So he should now.
So he's been
Let's
bowling
see.
2-3 overs every game
Yeah.
since he has come
So
in.
he goes. And the other punt that I was looking at, Ravi Bishnoi up against the man in form Dinesh Karthik. So Dinesh Karthik is hammering the fast bowlers.
Yeah.
The only sort of weakness he has is against spinners and especially leg spinners. But the problem is Ravi Bishnoi is done his overs by the time Dinesh Karthik comes. And by the time he attacks, post 15.
You know, the clear template, KKR should have watched DK in that game against RR. He knew there was one over of Yajuvendra Chahal remaining. He just played it out.
Yeah.
If KKR batsmen would have done the same thing,
They were winners. Yes.
they were winners.
KKR, we pointed out, is not doing the same.
He's not doing the
They're
same.
not using
just
this.
bang bang.
Yep.
They're not
Mindless.
using this.
Yes.
Not using this. But today, Ravi Bishnoi, again, if I was captain,
He'd
I
save
would
one
keep.
over.
Yeah, I would keep maybe 1 or 2 overs. It's okay. I can't understand also why don't you go with a spinner towards the death? I would go for it. If a spinner is good and can contain the runs, let them try. I think a lot of batsmen enjoy a ball coming onto the bat with fast bowlers towards the death.
Even if not a Bishnoi, try someone throwing someone like a Krunal who will bowl darters. Tell him keep it wide.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bishnoi as well.
Krunal will get talked
Yeah.
Krunal in that
Krunal will get
2019
top.
final, why did CSK come back in the contest? Because Krunal was hit for 4 sixes in 1 over.
Yeah, but if
so
you're-
towards the end.
Krunal, I think, is not your answer.
You need variation and
Bishnoi is.
accuracy.
But Bishnoi is also not that much variation. Is he more of a googly bowler?
But he's accurate.
He's actually.
But
He bowls quick.
Yeah.
He bowls
Yeah.
quick.
That is
So
fair.
he against Dinesh Karthik is the matchup. You should save him. That'd be interesting to see. And Maxwell against Rahul, that would be interesting as well.
Yep.
But the one difference I can't help but notice is the fact that completely opposite fortune when it comes to the top order. Royal Challengers Bangalore top order not firing at all.
Yeah.
Faf du Plessis, Anuj Rawat, Virat Kohli not happening. Lucknow Super Giants, everything is on the top.
Yes.
KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock are the ones that are getting
Yeah.
runs. Manish Pandey also got you some runs last time.
But then to be fair with Lucknow, it was also the opposite because at one point they were very reliant on Huda and Badoni because the top order was a little
But
shaky.
now they're not
That's
getting a
got
chance.
250s.
Obviously,
But now they're not getting any chances.
well, if KL Rahul is going to bat,
So if
20
KL
overs.
Rahul is going to bat in that 20 overs, it's
But that's great news. Yeah?
That's
It's
great.
very good
Imagine
news
that
for them.
batting which is listed at 8 is Jason Holder.
Yes.
Yeah, and they can hit right down till Avesh Khan, who's at 10. So
Yeah, Chamira is also not bad.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Avesh after Jamira's Avesh, and he can also stonk a few. So
What a batting line.
Batting lineup is super.
also Bishnoi is also no muck with the bat. He can bat for a bit as well.
Yes.
Yep.
But still, last time we discussed this, Lucknow lost the game.
Well, I mean, they went for that reverse Bradman strategy. So.
I know. They have to get their batting order sorted. If
But
they-
nowadays, with Manish
Yeah.
there, if they just stick to this template,
Imagine
it's a very good
instead of Manish Pandey, they were playing Krishnappa Gautam.
Yeah.
How 7 bowling options they were playing with.
Seriously.
Okay, Parth is saying now Shane you can tell who will win. No changes.
Oh, okay. I would
my God.
very slightly back LSG if we're going there.
Slightly. In.
Very slightly.
Okay. We'll take our prediction a little later. Meanwhile, Karthik M says, Nikhil sir, I'm a bit skeptical about DK in T20 World Cup. He performs very well in World Cup warm-up and bilateral matches, but he never performed in World Cup Champions Trophy matches since 2007. Interesting. Let's discuss.
Actually, he's right.
He's correct.
He's
He's not
correct.
wrong, yeah.
Because, as I said, in the 2013 Champions Trophy warm-ups, he got 200s.
Yes.
But after that, he didn't play.
Playing. Whatever games he played, he did not do
He did
anything.
not do well. So, even in, if you look at it.
You're in agreement with Karthik M.
Yes, I'm in agreement with Karthik.
No, but I think DK, the way he's playing this season also we haven't seen before. So maybe there's been a
That's
change.
what I was going to say.
You
This
have
is a
never
different
seen
version of him.
You have never seen DK this explosive, and also it's the consistency,
Clarity
it's
of
such
mind.
explosiveness.
Clarity
Like,
of mind.
You see how he plays the field. The moment you bring fine leg in, he goes back. He tries to play those scoops.
Yep.
Okay, the moment you put fine leg back and you bring mid wicket in or something, he tries to hit in the V or in the front. So, like, I think he is toying with fielders this time around, and if that sort of a DK is going to the T20 World Cup, I think
Then,
he could
yeah.
reap great rewards.
I will have to agree with these two gents and not said sorry. Well, I'll tell you why also. Because the difference, and Karthik, good question. I'll tell you the difference between that DK and this DK. I think that DK was very unsure. He was fidgety when he would come out to bat. He seemed confused. He was over eager to perform. Really wanted to, show the stage that, show the world that he can perform at this top stage. Had competition from MS Dhoni. So it was always that, bar was very high for him. So he wanted to cross that. I think now, since he got dropped from the Indian team, everyone stop talking about Dinesh Karthik or whether he'll come back in the team. The pressure is off. But then there was this burning fire inside him to do something. I think now it's more of, okay, great. If I get into the team, I want to. If I get in, I'll show everyone. But it's okay. I think he's reached that stage where he may have started thinking of, okay, career is done, and now this second wind has come. So he's like, okay, I'll take whatever comes my way and perform to the best of my ability. I think that's the difference. So I think this DK may not be the same DK that sort of didn't perform at the top.
So when he speaks about, like when he's spoken about in the past of the amount of coaching he underwent with Abhishek Nair, he also mentioned the fact that he had to condition himself mentally. It's not just the fact that he had to focus on, okay, I back myself to hit every ball. It's that if I can't pull it off, I'm not going to stop backing myself.
No, but that also, by the way,
this
conditioning happened earlier also, and after that he has seen a lean patch with KKR, as you remember. That all has happened. But this season he looks like a different force altogether.
True.
For somebody who's just playing as a finisher to score 197 runs
and only be
in 6
once.
innings and only been dismissed once. Okay, I think the law of averages should catch up with him sometime soon.
Yes.
But let's see.
It will.
But
still,
the way he's been playing, I'm really impressed.
Okay. Another good question here, which was, what do you see? Yeah, this is Manikant Reddy. He wants to know what makes this RCB team different compared to previous season. That's again a very interesting question.
The fact that they actually bothered to build beyond the top order batting.
Okay.
I think this time they have got all the bases covered, but somewhere down the line their season seems to be a repeat of 2016 for me. Somewhere down the line it's going that 2016 way, primarily because again it's the reverse.
How is it going 2016? Virat Kohli isn't getting runs.
No, but barring that, I'm saying contributions. The contributions from the top order are not going, but the lower order is contributing. The bowling is still there are 2-3 weak spots in that, so it's they are holding on. But let's see what happens from this game onwards.
Do you still maintain their RCB, as you used to call it?
Yes, I still maintain their RCB.
So you're saying no change at all? Okay.
I think the biggest difference is two guys. Shahbaz Ahmed and Dinesh Karthik both have been really good for them this season. And without them, I think they would have struggled.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to look at the team, the one biggest difference is they have a new captain. That's the obvious difference. So obviously the team will play slightly different. That's because I'm not criticizing one captain and saying the other is better. I'm saying that every captain has his own style and going about things. That is one. The other thing that you can see is a big change is the fact that I used to always feel that the bowling is to panic. That's not happening. They could still be going for a few runs, but they're not panicking. So that's the other difference. And then finally, we can talk about differences now, but nothing may be different for them because they have been doing well in the recent past. And who's to say that, like in the last few years where they were reaching the playoffs or the finals or whatever, that this same team doesn't botch up that just the way the previous team has. So if that happens, then I see no difference. Right? So it's too early to say that this team is different. You could only say that is once, okay, if they've got the title in the hand, then maybe you can sit and analyze like what this team did different from the other. We still have to wait for them. They may still reach playoffs.
There is still that one bad day that is coming for RCB. It always comes.
Bad days may come.
Bad days come for all teams.
No, I'm saying that one bad day always hurts RCB.
That 49 all-out type days?
Yes, it's round the corner. It happens unexpectedly, but that derails their entire momentum. Let's hope this team breaks that jinx.
Weber is saying, sir, what dedication by Siri. He made a video on the road. Hats off.
That's what I planned.
We've already praised him for that.
Yes.
Well done, Siri.
Thank you so much. But yes.
But we also pulled his leg about waking up from his sleep. That is also great.
Moral of the story.
Just that don't let anyone else know you've just woken up. That's the trick.
I don't know. You are saying that I did it, but I was already up by 9. And the worst moral of the story is pray that there is no breaking situation from home. I hate doing it from home primarily because
we all do. But we still do.
But we still do.
Because that family isn't greater than this family.
This family does not create that much of chaos. That family is chaos personified.
Let's clip this and
send it to his wife.
Please do, please.
Will be done.
Please.
WhatsApp.
Yes.
Then next time when he's doing it from the road, you'll say he'll actually, that's where he was sleeping and woke up. If that clip actually gets.
Oh,
He will be staying on the road.
No, on the road, what happened was
Leaves and all.
leaves, flowers, and that too there was a wind. It was windy today, dust. Noida is the dust capital of the world. Oh man, it was a
Delhi begs to
nightmare.
differ with you.
Okay, Love Rami has a question related to the game saying Ayush Badoni should be promoted to number 3 in place of Pandey and he's doing nothing. Don't know why LSG is playing Pandey, but I think Pandey had a decent game
He had
last
one
time
game
around.
where he's played a 3 and he did all right.
I think. But having said that, I've been missing Ayush Badoni because he's not getting a chance to
Yeah,
play.
he was really blowing us
Yeah,
away.
I
Early
love
on.
to see him bat and he played those blinders towards the end for his
I
team.
think, but Badoni's
So,
role,
no
he
chance.
knows, is that sort of role where you just come out and hit every ball.
Yeah.
But I want to see him.
Yeah, that did not happen.
I like watching
last
that.
game also, I think so, when Deepak Huda came in.
Yes, Deepak Huda came in.
Stoinis
Actually, I want to see
got
Deepak
out.
Huda also back. For the
Yeah.
sake of
He's
the
batting
Indian
really
team.
well.
Yeah, because I want them to get a bit more chances, but it ain't happening. KL and Quinton are doing all the
Unless
business
KL
up.
and Quinton both flop, not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Quinton is the key in this
I
chase.
think what they've done with Manish, I think again he's going to play that sheet anchor role. So they're going to use him like that. Maybe if they had big partnership and yet sent Manish, they should have then sent someone like a Huda, Badoni, little ahead of Manish. Or if you lose a quick wicket, send Manish.
Then
Maybe
Manish is
this
the best
some sort
option.
of a
Yeah.
thing that they can look at. Maybe that's the best option.
What will Faf?
Funny thing is, there's Faf in RCB, there's Quinton de Kock in Lucknow, there's Glenn Maxwell in RCB,
And there's
Marcus
Marcus
Stoinis in Lucknow, then there's Vanendu Asaranga in RCB, there's Dushmanta Chavira in Lucknow.
The only thing missing is the West Indies.
West Indian, only Jason Holder and
But I'll
Josh
be
Hazelwood
interested
difference.
what Faf has a captaincy plan for Quinton. Ex-RCB and also Quinton de Kock.
Yes.
I don't know, but I don't think that matters. They're both
Quinton de Kock has played for
South African international.
Delhi also, he has played for
MI.
Mumbai also, so
So that in MI he just took the bowling apart because he knew their strengths and weaknesses. Even here he may know which bowler to target, which bowler to just play cautiously.
I think
I
it could be Quinton de Kock's night tonight, but probably I'm jumping the gun. Yesterday I said Pat Cummins could have a good night. He did not.
He did not.
So Naveen Veluswamy is saying the same thing. He's saying should Ayush Badoni play in the top 4? I would like him to play at top 4, but as I said, keep it flexible. If KL Rahul, Quinton go on for very long, then push Manish Pandey behind and bring in Huda and Badoni or even Stoinis ahead. But if you lose a quick wicket, then send Pandey, and then later you could have the rest.
A lot of pressure on Anuj Rawat today.
Yeah, also needs to perform.
Yeah.
So Vishesh Davar is saying, because we spent a lot of time talking about DK, he says unpopular opinion, DK's resurgence is fueled by batting friendly pitches on smaller grounds. Don't you think his form needs to be tested on different pitches on bigger grounds? Oh, not quite. I mean
he's done well in England.
Exactly my point. So that's why I keep saying that when you look at a youngster and say, quickly draft him, it's a different case with Dinesh Karthik because he's been there, done that. He's played at the international level, different conditions across the world. If he's getting you runs now, he's in good nick. I think he'll get you runs going forward. By the way, let me just tell you one more thing. The pitches in Mumbai, what we're seeing are not typically Indian pitches in the sense they're conducive for some good fast bowling. It has that good bounce, and as you know, in Australia also stroke makers flourish. It's not England that you're going to be looking at. Bounce helps, and someone like a DK who's actually playing good strokes. The other day someone pointed out that maybe his stroke making is better now because you're playing in these pitches. Had you been playing in dull pitches like Chennai or the old Kolkata, maybe DK would have struggled. So if that is the reason that he's doing so well in fast pitches of Mumbai, or good bouncy, even bounce, nice bounce pitches in Mumbai, then he'll do all the well in Australia.
I think Australia you'll have similar pitches. There'll be some grass on it. There'll be good bounce and good carry.
Pitches now there, so
they're
not even that dangerous like they used to be. So
Australia's wickets are like a road.
Batting pitches.
Batting pitches, total.
True wickets. All drop-in wickets, most of them.
Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney is not, Brisbane is not. So out of the even I think the new one in
Western
Perth
Australia one is not.
Is not.
The Perth one is not.
Harshit is saying that for DK, I think he's getting easy balls to hit in the IPL. International cricket isn't the same. I remember DK struggling against swing and leg spinner. We just told you he did so well as an opener in test matches in England, firstly. Secondly, international cricket, not the same you can say for a youngster now who's not played. He's played 150 internationals for India.
I have one little mini rant here, and I don't understand where this comes from with a lot of our
Why
fans.
people are not
You are
appreciative
always-
of the effort.
No, you are always excited about drafting this youngster, drafting that youngster. But when someone who's experienced and is putting in that much
Yeah.
effort to change their game, why do we not care that much about comebacks?
I
And
think
he's-
we
he's-
have this mentality
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
30 plus guys.
No, he said it that he wants to really want to win something for the country.
The ICC
he has
tournaments.
said, he has
Yes.
said that he wants to go out there and win
I'm
something
saying-
major, make a huge difference for the country.
I'm saying more than what he says, okay, even if you're not taking his word because everyone will say it, I'm still saying he's doing it.
He's
And he's doing, and
I'm
somebody's saying
saying-
not against good bowlers, IPL bowlers, I mean, one weak bowler, yes, you get.
Yeah.
But the remaining four are world class.
I'm saying the hunger, and that hunger is driving him to do well, right?
Yeah.
So even if he's saying that, I would believe him because he's doing well. If he wasn't doing well, then yeah, he would not have been selected.
That is a
and
different matter.
We would not be talking about him
it
at all.
also.
But when a guy is performing well, you got to appreciate their effort also. No?
Age doesn't matter, it's a number, man. Come on.
Send your love to Karan Singh Rawat because he loves the analysis and stats.
Thank
and
you, Karan.
Thank you, Karan.
KSR, thank you so
do
much.
join us. We're here every day before the game.
KSR,
And during and after.
yes.
Dipinder, also thank you very much for your kind comments here. Do
Thank
keep
you,
watching
Dipinder.
us, and thanks for all the love that you send us. Jigar Banka is saying, which has always been the case. He says teams
Jigar
with
Thanda.
good bowling are on top of the points table.
Yeah.
Always meant
Always.
T20 cricket.
You need
All four teams
Best-
you look at, they've got
best
decent
bowling
bowling
sides.
attacks. There's number one is Gujarat Titans, number two is Rajasthan Royals,
Yeah.
number three is Lucknow Super Giants, number four is Royal Challengers
Royal
Bangalore.
Challengers Bangalore.
So
And a
Dip-
close behind is SRH.
Yeah, actually.
Dipinder is also pointing out exactly what we are talking about DK, saying that DK of 2022 is different from DK
Yeah.
of 2013. DK was given very less chances in 2019 World Cup also. Also, yeah, that was like play a
barely
few
played.
games and then
He
if you
barely
don't
played,
perform,
and on top of that, different format. Again,
And
format
not-
confusion.
Not just that, the 2019 Indian team, let's be fair, was an absolute mess. If we're being frank.
I mean, again, I'm saying there is no difference between the 2017 Champions Trophy team and the 2019 World Cup team. They were both top heavy. One bad day,
And one bad day is what cost us
Exactly.
those
both matches. The semi-final
and
and
the final in 2017.
Exactly.
I was there. I remember it. Everybody
Ujjwal
shouting at us.
Agarwal says, if India goes back to Dinesh, doesn't it show that India is not able to produce new finishers?
No, it just shows that the old one is doing a very good job.
What is the definition of a finisher then in that case? See, Hardik is there. DK, you're looking as a finisher only on a bonus basis. You got Hardik, DK will be there for your keeping. Rishabh is reckless. So that situation has been built, right? Pant is reckless, DK is sensible.
I disagree.
So why don't you?
Pant is reckless. That he sometimes gets out in very weird manners. I agree. But calling him reckless for the kind of performances he has pulled off in T20s, I think he hasn't performed to his potential in
Potential,
T20 cricket
yeah.
in the Indian colours.
For
But
3
when he
years
plays
he's not done,
When
yeah.
he plays for Delhi Capitals, you know what kind of destruction he can cause.
He can cause,
And
yes.
I think yes. DK is having a great time, and it's good to talk about him. Good to have him in your side also. But discounting what Pant has done, I think that's also wrong. I think Pant should also be there.
It's not about discounting. I'm just saying that that image has been built that Pant is reckless. So to counter that, DK's stability is probably the need of the
I don't
hour.
think the age here matters as long
Yeah,
as we
it's
have
not the
good
age.
finishers.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? This is not a factory conveyor belt that you're just producing them at will. First off, playing as a finisher is a really hard job. It's one of the toughest jobs in cricket.
And remember,
And so we are all talking about different things right now.
no,
But
so
all making the same point.
DK.
I am saying one thing.
No, but I am saying that DK is performing well.
Yeah.
You can have him in the side.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that Pant has to go
Yeah,
out.
yeah, no.
I am saying Pant can also be there, and if you are looking at DK, could also be there.
Yeah,
Indeed.
If Hardik Pandya is
But
bowling
see,
4 overs, why
India
not?
will need a finisher. We have not had a finisher in T20Is for close to 5-6 years now. Don't count MS Dhoni.
Hardik Pandya?
No, but then as a complete package, I'm saying Hardik as a bowler struggled. If you are,
you're talking about a finisher, no?
my thing was
You are changing goalposts.
no, some other person, some other person,
You are
not
changing
Hardik.
goalposts.
Hardik, we
Hardik
are
is a
saying he's
finisher.
there.
Yeah.
He's there. But there is one more person who we all called as the finisher. When T20s, he wasn't. MS Dhoni. Yes.
Okay.
He wasn't a finisher in T20s, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're taking your word for it. Just going on. Love Rami says DK plays like he has nothing to lose, and at his age, this type of perseverance and courage, hats off.
Yeah.
If he plays continuously like
Agreed.
this in
I can
coming
only
matches,
say one thing.
Indian
Absolutely.
selectors have to consider him in India. Love Rami completely agree.
Completely agree.
It'll be India's loss if DK doesn't go to the ICC World Cup.
Absolutely.
Vedant Garg, coming back to the game, is saying it is the contest of the most hyped teams in this IPL. Bangalore is always hyped irrespective of how they start, and Lucknow is a new star-studded team which RCB used to be.
Yeah, they got Karnal.
Again, so just like I don't know whether there's a contest with the most hyped team. I think they are hyped for a reason because the teams are looking
Really
good.
good.
So then you're going to hype them. So Lucknow is looking good,
Yes.
and they are doing well. And if the teams have won so many games, are on top of the table, they will be hyped. But there are other teams who are hyped as well. Why are you saying most hyped team?
Gujarat,
Mumbai was
Rajasthan.
hyped and CSK is also hyped. Now you love them
Always.
for the past performances.
Yeah.
They are at the bottom of the table, but so be it. But there is hype associated with them.
Also,
as well.
hype can only come once you're doing well, right?
Exactly.
So they are doing well.
Okay, Myth wants to know Deepak Chahar's replacement update. Please, you give an update that they don't want a replacement.
They don't want a replacement.
There you go. In one word. Karthik M, this year it's very hard to predict the winner of IPL 2022. There are clearly 5 to 6 teams in the race, but Sports Today team is clearly the winner of IPL 2022.
Thank you.
Thank you, yaar. दिल ले गए जी, दिल ले गए.
शानदार, बिंदास, जबरदस्त.
Thank you, Karthik. See, you're the reason that gets us here every day.
Absolutely.
Talking for hours on end.
Huda's birthday today.
Who's?
Deepak Huda.
Oh,
Bakura's birthday.
yes.
Hope the birthday boy can have a
think
great outing.
yesterday-
Or-
Hope
Hope
the
to begin with.
exactly.
Wasn't it KLR's birthday yesterday?
Day before yesterday.
Day before
Yeah, it
yesterday.
was.
KL Rahul.
Yes.
And before that, 100th match, scored 100.
course.
Abhi Adhikari has a very interesting comment. He says, till there is Virat Kohli, don't know about IPL trophy, but I'm sure they won't win Fair Play Award. And he says, I am Virat's biggest fan. True.
Oh my God.
Like, what did you? I mean, that I saw as much. Remember that day after the game we discussed when he was all animated. I said I love Virat Kohli like this, but then I saw that in a replay. I thought he was just getting animated, happy with the wicket. He actually ran like he was here. He ran across in front of David Warner, then did all that, and then I was
And
like,
even
why?
said, what's that? He was
Yeah, I was like, why?
What's that?
He's made a 50. That guy.
Yeah, I know.
66.
I mean, why?
I don't know. It's Virat's 2016 bhadas against Warner
And then in
probably.
the same game, he takes that wonderful catch and then is so calm
And he's
and
just-
composed and just did this.
No, he doesn't want to sledge punt.
The hand of
No.
God catch.
No, man, don't call it hand of God now.
Just that?
No.
Whatever you
Come
like.
on,
Yes,
guys.
ESPN cricket. I thought it was Srivatsa doing commentary. Luckily, it wasn't him.
No. I don't think he'll
Call
never
it
come
whatever
back
you
Kohli.
want. But
It was
He can
fantastic.
do anything. He can do anything.
prediction.
Man, this is a very close game to call.
Now,
Pick
you're
one, man.
asking
Come
me
on,
at
pick one.
6:50.
I will say RCB are not doing RCB today, they are winning. RCB today for me. Lucknow are scoring 173.
To be fair, it's Bangalore batting. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Just-
Bangalore batting.
I was like,
Okay,
why is it saying
Bangalore,
Lucknow,
and they are winning.
173?
Bangalore winning.
Bangalore winning.
Yes.
I think Lucknow win. For me, of course, I have to
of course.
support Lucknow. And
You have to support.
RC will support. Will support. RC will make. Hey. 170.
170.
it's the
Okay.
blooper reel day.
Yeah, so RCB are winning by 3 runs then. You said 170 there.
Oh my god. I think LSG are winning, and I think RCB will score 185.
Oh boy.
Okay, before I make my predictions, a few comments. Tarun Pradhan says Pant has to be in the team. In my humble opinion, I think he will make
He
it.
will be in the
but
team.
then there was Parth Gulati who pointed out that Pant doesn't finish games. He holds out to long on of an off spinner.
My biggest
quite
criticism
often.
of him every single time.
That he does. So
But
See, a compromise solution. Let's make it a compromise solution, okay?
not there
Let
now,
Pant play. Let put DK for the Bangladesh game. They are playing Bangladesh in Sydney, so put him for that.
why?
No, but I am saying if DK plays like the way he is playing, he also gets into the side and Pant also gets into the
Yeah.
So you play one of them basically as a non-keeper.
side. Yeah, simple. And that
Okay.
we have seen in the past before.
Yeah, of course.
England played so many keepers at once upon a time.
Praveen Akriti is saying, I do not agree that MSD is not a good T20 batsman. He averaged 38 with a strike rate of 130. We are used to seeing him finish matches every time, so we only remember those where he doesn't.
You can actually do a breakdown on this.
I will do a breakdown. I had Praveen, you have to remember what I have
It'll
said.
be a very controversial video, but people
Yeah.
will watch it.
I will
They
say
will-
this: Dhoni is an excellent IPL and ODI finisher, second to none.
Yes.
But in T20Is, the amount of matches he's botched up have been spectacular. Zimbabwe is proof. Zimbabwe, I'm talking about. Zimbabwe. I'm talking about England. I'm even talking about the West Indies game. 8 needed of 6. Bravo. Okay. He bowled good balls. 2 of 1. Dhoni went for a slog out to Marlon Samuels in Lauderdale. So, I have got a lot of proofs that even in the series against New Zealand, he didn't finish the games well.
Okay, my prediction, I'm going with Lucknow Super Giants, and I'm RCB to score one. What did you pick?
He said 170, 173, 185.
180 is good.
Yeah, I'll go one.
Or you can predict something like 169 and they'll score anyway. Big deal.
Yeah, actually, I'll go 169 then.
Saraswati has said
169.
169. So 2 random, 2 round.
Don't
figures.
forget to download the Gamezy app and
Yep.
make your fantasy teams there, because you stand a chance to win up to 5 crore daily in prize money. So you can remember, even if you've not made your team now because the first ball is bowled, you have a chance to make it in the middle of the
Middle of the
They can make it right now also for overs 5 to 10.
5 overs slots.
5 overs contest that you can join.
Yep.
So come
middle
on,
of the
guys.
innings. We'll see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So Rawat has opened again. Yeah.